What up, YouTube? We got a banger. Piers Morgan squares up with an OnlyFans model. We're going to watch this together for the first time over here on this side of the internet. I'm just going to give my 2 cents. I want to know what y'all thought about this exchange between these individuals here. Let's have a conversation.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Absolutely nothing feminist about what you do. You've just cut out the middleman and you're commodifying the female body. There's nothing empowering about that.
Here's my question to you. Why is it not degrading to get naked for your husband if it's degrading to get naked for public men?
That's a very simple answer.
Is it because you assume your husband's more likely to respect you? Your husband is the man in your life most likely to beat, rape, and murder you. Your husband's the man in your life who 58% of the time is going to cheat on you.
My only worry is that what it's become is a kind of genuine career path for a lot of young girls who might look at this and think, all I need to do is set up an OnlyFans account, take my clothes off, and a bunch of guys will pay money to watch me do my thing in a webcam or whatever it is.
A British philosopher once said, you can't spread your bum hole on a Saturday and then expect to be treated as a professional on a Monday.
The evolution of gender and feminism is a source of endless debate in popular culture. I tackle the issue head on in my new book, Woke is Dead, which includes some essential wisdom on the subject. I look forward to debating it. One question I admittedly did not think of tackling specifically was this one. Can you be an OnlyFans model and a feminist? Farhad Khalidi says you can, and that she is living proof of it. Men paid to look at explicit content, blaming the women is just hypocritical. Esther Krakow, however, vehemently disagrees. So when we heard that both Esther and Farhad could be in the same studio at the same time, we thought what a perfect opportunity for a lively debate on this subject. So welcome to both of you. Esther, of course, I know you very well. Farhad, we've never met. We last appeared in a debate where you were down the line. We were talking about Lord's provocative new album, which featured a woman's pubic hair, I believe, on the cover. And you took a screenshot of our exchange. Let's look at the clip first.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it.
For those of you who don't know who she is, that woman, I'll tell you right now, she reminds me of the lawyer. They stuck in the ways you can't tell them nothing. Like, she really believes that you can be a 304 on camera and still deserve the same type of respect that anybody else would.
I don't disagree with some of what you just said, but clearly this is intended to be sexual. I mean, it's not, you don't
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Really? And that you now have that as the banner for your X account.
I thought it was a funny screen grab. It looked like you were my father confronting me with something you found on my Instagram, and I was like looking away coyly. You can also tell I only own one dress, so that's
Well, basically, you're using me to promote your account, so I'm hoping for a share of the spoils.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's get serious for a moment. So, OnlyFans is a massive business, generating billions of dollars. A lot of people doing all sorts of different things on there. It's not just about, women doing sex work, whatever they want to call it. How would you categorize what you do on OnlyFans?
I mean, my content isn't necessarily that extreme, but I definitely don't want brownie points from people who are eager to slut shame the women who do more extreme content. So when I go on platforms, I just call myself a digital prostitute because, I want the backlash for it. So
A digital prostitute?
An e-prostitute, yeah.
What does that mean?
Like an e-girl or an e-boy. I just call myself like an e-prostitute. Like it's online. It's not actually physical or in the real world or tangible, but it's virtual.
And do you actually have sex on your platform or not?
No, I'm actually a virgin.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. My name is Bob.
What, you don't believe her?
Absolutely not.
Well,
nobody believes it. Actually, I just thought it was hilarious because she's being sarcastic. You know damn well what she does. She knows she just bullshitting. We got her. But hey, look, on a side note, despite whatever you believe and feel about her, she is making money off of it. Look at where she's at. She's about to get visibility from thousands and thousands of dudes who are going to sit there and try to condemn her, but they're going to be the first one to look for her shit. So
Why would she lie?
Well, I don't know what the connection is between, again, I mean, that's why I partly...
Are you being serious?
I'm being dead ass. And that's partly why I do OnlyFans, is because I'm trying to point out that, like, you could be a virgin in a way that isn't about purity culture or religion. You could be a virgin in a feminist way, which means you don't want to bite the bullet and, you know, just join hookup culture or just put out just because society tells you to. And I think it's really unfortunate that religious conservatism has a monopoly on abstinence culture, because 45% of women regret their first time, 30% of women regret like a sexual experience in the last 12 months, right? So I'm very interested in carving out a space for secular women, non-religious women, feminist women to also know that they can hold on to their chastity if they want to in a way that doesn't align with a toxic purity culture.
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
26?
Yeah.
So Esther, why would you not believe her when she says she's a virgin?
I don't know many virgins that strip off and call themselves e-prostitutes. I think it's quite rare.
It doesn't mean she's not.
I mean, it's definitely a unique perspective. Can I just ask why? So it's empowering to take your kit off, and I'm assuming, I don't know how extensive your
Well, what kind of thing do you do on your? I mean, sort of categorize it for those who've never
I mean,
seen
you just
it.
got to subscribe and see. I would say, you know.
Absolutely not. That's a good marketing though. Subscribe and see, but
Subscribe and see. I mean, I offer a girlfriend experience. You could come on and I'll pretend to be your girlfriend for a little while, pretend to not be repulsed by you. I offer slutty photos and videos. And yeah, I just don't know what the connection is to virginity. You know, there really is no connection.
Well, I guess if you're massively sexualizing yourself, there'll be a presumption that you've had sex. And it's quite interesting to me that you say you've never had sex.
Yeah.
Is private student loan?
if anybody believes that she's a actual virgin, you need your head examined. You really do. And not for nothing, because all the verbal slander and word salad that she's spewing out here. Let me translate it for you. She found a market, and she's capitalizing off of it by making it look and appear as if it is okay to do what you're doing, because look at me. Pretty much. The world don't give pushback on it because, well, they profit off of it as well, and you give too much push on it from an outside experience or perspective, and you get in trouble for basically shaming something that should very well be held in a light, exposed to the world. But I digress. She's very smart. Very smart.
Point, right? That's what I'm saying, is like people are unable to conceive of virginity outside of just wanting to appeal to the male gaze and being attractive to men. And I'm not a virgin because I think it'll make me more appealing in the dating market. I'm a virgin because most women regret their first time. They regret biting the bullet. Our dating pool is full of horrible men. And I think women should wait more so that they're not just going through that ringer of sexual regret.
Esther?
I'm really speechless, Piers.
You are?
But I think I'm actually speechless. So you
She
don't.
doesn't have a response.
Well, no, it's not. I don't have a response. First of all, this ideology. I mean, look, it's your personal belief, and you can obviously do what you want with your body. I'm just confused what you find empowering about showing pictures of your anus on the internet. Can you explain that?
I can. Well, first of all, I just want to point out that, like, it's really interesting to me that the first time the culture and men specifically are interested in talking about, like, the morality of sex work and how it's degrading to women and its effects on, like, the social fabric, and namely its effects on relationships, is conveniently once women like me started turning a 7-figure profit off of it, right? Up until the advent of OnlyFans, it was exclusively feminist. It was exclusively
But there's nothing
women.
feminist about what you do. You do realize
As I was saying, it was exclusively women. It was exclusively feminists who were the sole critics of Pornhub. It was exclusively women who would protest things like Playboy. Like Andrea Dworkin put out a book on porn saying men possessing women. And in response, Playboy churned out these cartoons depicting her fucking other women, basically calling her a dyke and a man-hating bitch, right? Anytime women protested pornography, men said that you are vilifying male sexuality, and men were so eager to make porn synonymous with male sexuality, right? And I just think it's interesting.
But that's exactly what you do. Like
What?
you're
I don't even really give a shit what she just said. Because you didn't answer the question. The fuck? He asked you a specific question. You dismissed her, went to Piers, turned it back and everything. I noticed the body language. I can already see like this weird little energy between these two. And it's like, yeah, deflecting again. This is all she does.
Customer base are men. You sell the girlfriend experience. Is it to other women?
I do have some lesbians on there, yeah.
Okay, but it's predominantly men, and I don't think there's absolutely nothing feminist about what you do. You've just cut out the middleman, but you're basically working in the patriarchal economy, and you're commodifying the female body. There's nothing empowering about that. I don't know what your definition of empowerment is, but empowerment is not momentary autonomy, which is basically what you do. I can do what I want. Every human being should be able to do what they want, because that's by virtue of being a human being, you should have a freedom over your body. Empowerment is composed of three things. One, it's yes, exercising autonomy when you want. It's two, being able to make those choices responsibly and to live with the consequences, which I don't think you actually can or really have contemplated.
I agree.
The third thing is making choices that don't limit opportunities that you have in the future. There's nothing empowering.
But it seems to her best to play devil's advocate. It seems like she ticks all those boxes, you would say, right? I mean, you know what you're doing. You're taking responsibility for it.
I agree with what she's saying. I'm not a choice feminist. I think choice feminism is intellectually lazy. I think the choices you make.
Breakdown. Okay.
What?
There's choice feminism now. That's an interesting intellectualization. Please continue.
What if you can create your own website by saying,
yeah, you just gotta love this shit, man. Hold up.
We're against choice feminism. Like you were just saying that, like, okay, me saying my body, my choice isn't morally interesting enough. That I need to have more than that.
There's nothing feminist about what you do because it has nothing to do with female empowerment. All you've done is cut out the middle.
Why is it?
Isn't the whole point of feminist empowerment that actually a woman can do what she wants with her body?
No, I actually don't even agree with that.
No, it's not.
Wow, I've been led up a garden path.
Here would be my question to you. Why is it not degrading to get naked for your husband if it's degrading to get naked for public men?
Because for one, that is sacred. That is between you and your partner. We're not even supposed to have sex until we get married. You want to play, well, I'm not really a religious type of person, so therefore I can go out here and freely do the things that I'm doing. So it kind of blurs the lines and creates this weird thing where you're saying so because I don't really technically believe in God and stuff like that. That allows me to just be lewd, naked, sexual, and whatever the fuck else. So you're trying that. Come on, man. I don't need to know the big ass words to know what the fuck you really saying. Everybody is not supposed to see you. That is exclusive to person. Period. But you're trying to bypass that. I see what you're doing.
That's a very simple answer.
Is it because you assume your husband's more likely to respect you? Your husband is the man in your life most likely to beat, rape, and murder you. Your husband's the man in your life who 58% of the time is going to cheat on you. Your husband's the man in your life who 50% of marriages end in divorce, and women cite that they felt disrespected, right? So why are you assuming that by sexualizing yourself for your husband, you're reserving a seat of respect from a man versus sexualizing yourself for the public domain?
Because you're not sexualizing yourself for your husband. You're engaging in intimacy in the context of a committed relationship that has.
One in which he's 50% likely to cheat on you, 50% likely to end in divorce.
Comes with risk, but I'm sorry, treating your body like a bunch of orifices for hire is not more empowering. Women that are in committed relationships that are married are much less likely to be in poverty than women that are not. There are actually societal benefits of women being in committed relationships and also not commercializing loneliness in men, which is basically what you're doing. A man paying you, a virgin, which I'm assuming is because you've never had a relationship, for the girlfriend experience is laughable. It is ridiculous.
And I don't believe in the male loneliness epidemic. Did you know say that
I'm not saying
89%
you
of
can't-
OnlyFans subscribers are married men. The male loneliness epidemic is
because
absolute bullshit.
that's pathetic. But the point
Okay,
is,
let me ask.
I don't have a problem with
Ladies,
what
time
you
out.
do.
Time out. Let me just I'm trying to get my head around this. So I'm curious about the economics of this because I'm told that, I mean, for instance, there's this woman, Sophie Rain, said to be OnlyFans' biggest earner with estimates of up to $50 million a year coming from her business. I mean, how much are you making?
I don't share the specifics, but I've made over $1 million.
Over $1 million in what period of time?
In 2 years.
In 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You did train to go to law school, right?
I was initially planning on going to law school, but I started doing TikTok full time straight out of college, and then was doing social media. Yeah.
What do your family make of what you're doing? Honestly.
Well, my father's dead, and my mom is tolerant of it, I think. She was more opposed to me even putting myself out there on TikTok when I was just doing like very casual skit content and stuff, right? So to her, this is just another extension of that.
And extended family? You have any siblings?
I do have siblings. I think they just find it cool. Not necessarily the OnlyFans specifically, but I think they think it's cool that I do social media and do stuff like this.
That shit is mean as fuck. So you telling me your family only give a shit because the money coming in? They don't see nothing wrong with none of this shit you doing, huh? Nothing. I can tell that's where you get your beliefs from. Clearly, if they moving like that, that bag speaks louder than morality.
I'm interested in this whole feminist empowerment thing because I assumed, falsely it appears, that meant the whole point of it was men shouldn't be telling a woman what to do with her body. She has power over what she does. She has power over her idea of femininity. She can do what she wants. If she wants to show off on her OnlyFans account to people prepared to pay to watch it, and it's all legal, why do you care?
I don't care, but I think the idea of calling it empowerment and somehow feminist is completely ridiculous. And this is why definitions matter. This idea that having momentary autonomy over your body is somehow empowering. I'm sorry, gorillas do that. Like every living being should and does ideally have autonomy over their body. That's a pretty low bar.
You're not comparing it to the gorilla.
I'm not. I'm just saying every living thing objectively has some sort of autonomy over their own body. We're talking about empowerment, which is what feminism was supposed to be. Feminism was supposed to be about autonomy, obviously, and having choice over your body. It was supposed to be about allowing women to make choices that give them the dignity and independence to pursue their own lives as they see fit. And also in pursuit of that, with the responsibility of making the choices that you're making, knowing that those choices will actually give you more opportunities in the future. None of what you do qualifies for that other than the momentary autonomy. Your options are not going to expand because there are pictures of your bumhole on the internet, right? It's going to be a lot harder if you want to be a politician, for example, or a CEO.
Well, to be fair, Mr. Trump. What about him? Matter of fact, I can't remember her name, but she was a softcore actress. She went on to do more TV. I remember her on Smallville and a couple of other shows. I wish I could think of her name. People in 2025 don't be giving a shit about that. Like, you still got men out here that's not touching her. There are businesses still that won't fuck with it. But there are people who are looking at this shit like, man, she gonna bring in some numbers. She gonna bring in views. They don't even give a shit that their kids might potentially watch this shit. As long as I get her point, I agree. I don't think we in that time frame anymore though. Like, them doors are opening more and more for motherfuckers like her.
Yeah,
what if she doesn't want to be?
That's fine. By the way, that's fine. But part of empowerment is also being able to make those choices responsibly and live with them.
Are you in a relationship?
Hold on.
Yes.
Oh,
with a man, or
Yeah.
how long has that been going on?
It's pretty new.
And what does he feel about what you do?
He's supportive.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually been on this show.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on, who is it?
You know Dr. Jack Symes?
Yes. When did I interview him?
about.
Does he know that he's being?
No, hang on. I'm trying to remember who he was.
No, he doesn't know I'm on OnlyFans.
No,
he hasn't
does he
looked me
know
up
that
yet.
his
I use an
relationship-
alias.
Wait a minute, Esther. I need to get the moment. So, what was he on for on Uncensored?
With Natalie Winters talking about like the Quran and sexual violence. Or something.
Yes, I remember this. Yes. So, did you meet him through this show?
Through this show?
Yeah. Was it after you saw him on the show that you?
I'm sure he saw more salacious content elsewhere. And
Yeah, he subscribed to my OnlyFans. He couldn't get enough. No, I met him at another like philosophy event we were at.
But he knows what you do,
Of course.
and he's fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You think he's okay with it. And if he is, all right, put it this way. If this dude is okay with that shit, he fucking other people. You're not about to marry him. If you marry him, he's still going to be fucking other people. I highly doubt that man is just dealing with you, especially since you're a virgin. You're a virgin doing OnlyFans and he dealing with you. Hold up. Where is it? Where is it?
The fool. Why I gotta be the fool?
Yeah.
You seem a little bit like unsure.
Well, it's not like it's gonna be like ecstatic, jumping for joy about it. But
Really, but you're empowered.
he's not. Yeah, like he's supportive
Yeah.
for sure.
Would he rather you give it up?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. It's a pretty new relationship.
Right.
Would you date a man the same?
Man, anybody who is dating somebody like that, you're a fucking idiot. I don't feel bad for you at all for whatever comes with that shit. Period. That's recreational use only.
Let me get straight to the point. Gold is up by around.
This shit, man, like I didn't know what I was. Let me rephrase that. I already knew what I was getting to. I was about to say something else. That woman right there, she good with her words, just like the other one. I swear, I wish I could remember her name. They are very good at twisting and reshaping perspectives. She's trying to make it okay to do what she does, and she's trying to bring others into her way of thinking, allowing more demonic portals to be opened in the world for demons to attach themselves to more victims, folks that don't know what's really happening. This is a walking Jezebel spirit in the flesh. She's the complete opposite of Lily Phillips. She's more articulate with her finessing.
Optimum Day and Optimum Night all natural supplements. Thousands of Brits and Americans are already taking them with incredible results. Optimum Day.
Anyways, why is it degrading for me to
yes,
just have vanilla? If I were to just show myself just naked, nothing degrading. I'm not getting shat on. I'm not getting pissed on. I'm not doing.
Why is that
play
even
online.
degrading? But why do you assume that even just being in a state of undress, there's nothing degrading about it for random people that don't know you?
Why is it not degrading to do it for
wait a
your
minute.
husband? Who's
Wait a
most
minute.
likely
Wait a minute.
to-
Time. Now, I'm going to call you up on this.
Okay.
Because you, on your Instagram, do often post videos
I
of
do a pole
yourself
dance, yeah.
pole dancing, and you're very good at it.
Yeah.
But you're often quite scantily clad.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, I need skin contact. First of all, I will tell you.
I have a photo.
I need skin contact with the pole to actually grip the pole to do what I do. Like that's just the nature of the sport, and I certainly don't do it for the male gaze, and no one pays me for it. It's just a form of cardio. And
Shut the fuck up. You. I don't even want to hear shit else you gotta say now. All that bullshit you was talking at the beginning of this, and you was sitting up here pretty much doing the same shit she doing, except you're not charging $9.99 for it.
sport. But what I want, yeah, it is. That's actually really difficult.
You only do it for cardio?
Yeah, I only do it for cardio.
Really?
I promise. Yeah. But
A British philosopher once said, "You can't spread your bum hole on a Saturday and then expect to be treated as a professional on a Monday." And this is my colleague right here, Esther Go. Why post it? Why post it? Why not just do it privately?
because I
Look
want
at
to.
this. I've never even been upside down on camera.
I'm sure you've done
do you
other
think of
things on
that?
camera.
I do think it's
But you can subscribe and
Why
find
is this?
out.
Why is this okay? Why did she have to post it? Why did she have to post this?
Because I was in a pole club
Oh,
and I did a move that I've been
oh,
practicing.
this is worse. You did it for free.
I should get paid.
Empowering my parents.
I should get paid. Oh, okay. Here's the thing.
So why did you post this?
Here's the thing.
Were you teaching
because I wanted to. I've actually taught as well.
Oh, I thought it has to be empowering. You can't just be your body, your
I'm sorry.
choice.
I'm not the one sitting on the internet, spreading my legs open, telling people to pay me for it. Telling people to pay me for it, and then saying that's somehow empowering to women. If you knew anything about
so you're
but do you know how? Do you
I'm
know,
not saying this is empowering. I'm degrading myself, but I'm posting it anyway. Is that what you're saying?
How is that degrading myself?
Well, she's a very highly skilled pole dancer.
Oh.
Well, it is a.
I was going to ask what can you do, but I'm sure you have to subscribe to find out. But the point I was making is, you do realize there are gradations between domestic abuse and online prostitution. Do you recognize that?
Wait, explain. What do you mean?
Well, you keep saying that what is the difference between getting naked from my husband, who's 50% more likely to beat me up and 50% more likely
He's
to
the
rape me?
man in your life most likely to kill you. So I'm asking you, why is it more
that's
degrading?
domestic violence, and actually what you decided is murder. And what? So do you
not just that.
Do you
Cheating on
recognize
you is a form of disrespect. The
Okay.
fact that most marriages end in divorce with women filing for divorce because they felt disrespected either because of adultery, because of emotional abuse, physical abuse. They felt like their husband was.
Man, stop with that shit. Most of these divorces end because of finances and because the woman got bored. Yeah, you got people who cheat, but we're not about to sit up here and try to make it seem like these men are just beating the shit out of these women, man. Stop that.
And men in 24 hours and stuff.
I mean, I see her kind of as more of like a performance artist. I feel like it's funny that people see her as like a consequence of feminism, when in reality she's more of a consequence of the male gaze. When she says stuff like, you know, anyone can fuck me, like a married man, a 18-year-old boy, a father-son duo. People are like, this is the ultimate like logical consequence of feminism. And I'm like, no, it's not. She's literally holding up a mirror to the popular porn categories, which have like reigned at the top of the hub for the past like 2 decades, right? So I think it's ridiculous that people associate that with feminism.
Do you think there's a lot of hypocrisy around the criticism?
Are you not?
I think it's ridiculous that they see her as, again, like the logical consequence of feminism when she's basically just like the purest form of the porn industry, which feminists were protesting for decades. And suddenly now other people want to protest only because of OnlyFans.
If you got married and had a daughter, would you want her doing this?
I would be opposed to her making that type of decision until she was at least like 23, 25. I'd be opposed to her even like posting what Esther posts until she's 23, 25. I'd be opposed to her having her sexual debut.
Allows women to do it.
I'm 30. I'm not a child.
I didn't say you were. He was saying what I want my daughter to do. I wouldn't even want my daughter to be having sex until she's like 23, 25, because when you look at longitudinal studies of sexual regret, you're least likely to regret those types of things when your sexual debut, when you lose your virginity.
You can be 18 on OnlyFans. That's the legal cutoff point to start doing.
Yeah, and I'm saying I would advise my daughter to wait until she's 23 to even post like a bikini photo on Instagram, because the rates of sexual regret in general just completely plummet after the age of 23.
Do you know why sexual regret, though, is...
Imagine being able to build anything.
Yeah, you talking in a whole lot of circles, man. A whole lot of circles.
It's not because of the age, it's because they're in the context of casual sex.
Yeah, because of sexual coercion. And you're actually most likely to be sexually coerced by a romantic partner rather than a casual partner. Women report being most likely to be reported into violent sexual acts by their boyfriend or husband. And that's why pimps, for instance, are so eager to employ like the lover boy method, because they know nothing gets a woman saying yes faster to a sexual act than playing boyfriend or husband. So when you talk about sexual regret and sexual coercion, it's not more from casual sex. It's actually more likely to be caused by your boyfriend or husband.
Does it concern you that
it's actually under the influence. It's also because under the influence of drugs and alcohol, which is when a lot of sexual encounters.
Okay, but what do you think about that? The fact that women are statistically
by the American Psychological Association that you don't really know.
No, genuinely address it. What do you think of the fact that women are most likely to be pressured into sexual acts by a boyfriend or husband because that type of arrangement that you see as so loving and respectful actually primed her for coercion?
Well, first of all, that's self-reporting, so we don't actually know the context behind it. And secondly,
because you were just so eager to cite sexual regret in the context of casual sex, and now that it's inconvenient, now you're like, well, that's self-reporting. It doesn't really count.
No, but the point is, if they're in a relationship where they feel pressured to commit sexual acts, they're in the wrong relationship. And usually, do you know how to model a right relationship? When you've seen it, when you've seen people in healthy, stable relationships.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Look, man. When you got people who just hell bent on living a certain lifestyle the way they want to, you can't convince them. You can't tell them shit. You just can't. You can't stop them from doing what the hell they want to do. If that's what they want to do, they're going to do it. And they will find every way possible to rationalize. The other woman, man, I see why. Like at this point, you shouldn't even be speaking at all. Y'all want to see the full video? I will leave it in the description box. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me.
Welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot Pusha talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn your ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This